Tigers! Today's book we're going to read is called There's Something in My Attic. This is written and illustrated by Mercer Mayer. You might know Mercer Mayer because he's actually the author of the Little Critter books, so you might be familiar with him. This is read with permission from Penguin Random House. There's something in my attic. As we're reading, I want you guys to be making predictions. What do you think is going to happen next? We'll kind of talk through some of those. Also, I want you to think about the narrator who's telling the story. And I want you to think about what the author wants us to learn from this story. There's something in my attic. I was never afraid of anything when we lived in this city, but now we live on a farm. I heard words right away that tells me the narrator. It says, I was never afraid, but now we live on a farm. So I actually think the narrator is the main character because it said I and we just there. Let's check and see if that's correct. At night, when the lights go out, I get scared because I can hear, it says I a lot. Some more. A nightmare in the attic. Right above my head. Oh, she's scared of something in the attic. Does anybody have an attic? What is an attic? An attic is like a small room. If you look up here, that's above the top part of the house. It's above like the top floor. There's like a little space. Not all houses have attics though. People use that area to like store stuff. There's not really anything up there, just storage of things. But sometimes kids, like this kid, they're afraid of the attic, but there's nothing really up there. It doesn't seem to bother Mom and Dad. They say it's probably mice. I live in the country. That would make sense that maybe there's mice up there. But it sounds too big to be mice. Look at her face. She looks disgruntled, pretty upset about that. I decided to lasso that nightmare and bring it down to show them. Do you guys know what a lasso is? A cowboy would have a lasso. It's a rope that has like a circle on the end, and they do this, and then they throw it, and they try to lasso something. She's trying to catch the monster in the attic. I'd just be brave and sneak quietly into the attic with my lasso ready. Oh, so she's going up there. What do you guys think she's going to find? What do you know about attics? What's up there? What's up in an attic? My attic, I have an attic, and it just has junk in there. Just storage stuff that we don't really need anymore, and just stuff. Just, you know, nothing really up there. But we'll see what she finds. It wasn't there, but I noticed a bunch of toys I thought were lost, lying in a pile behind some boxes. Something weird is going on for sure. Then I heard it creeping up the stairs. Now. Okay. Let's stop and predict for a second. What we know about monsters, not real. What we know about attics, full of junk. That kind of goes with what she said she saw. Somebody's sneaking up the stairs, coming up the stairs. Who do you think it could be coming up the stairs? Who would make sense that was downstairs that's coming up the stairs? Oh, there it is, standing in front of me with my brand new teddy bear. It had just stolen from my room. What? Okay. So I had a prediction. I predicted in my head, I thought that the noise that she heard coming up the stairs, I thought it was going to be her mom or her dad. Because I thought they would have heard her up there and been like, what's that? And then go upstairs to check. And I thought it would be Mom or Dad. Who else thought that? Were we right? It is a monster. I didn't see that coming. My goodness. So sometimes when we make predictions in text, we use all the clues. A prediction is just a really good guess that you have clues for. You have to have clues for it. And I feel like we had a lot of clues that would tell us that that noise was probably Mom or Dad. And our prediction was wrong, and that happens a lot of the time. That's totally fine. As long as your clues make sense, it's fine if your prediction's wrong. It means you just need to kind of change what you're thinking. Anybody else surprised? Hey, I called. That's my teddy bear. Give it to me. But the nightmare tried to sneak back down the stairs. Okay, so here's the nightmare again. I want you guys to look carefully at his face. Think about his face. How do you think he feels right now? I know when I think of a monster, a nightmare, that they look scary. And he's very big and that kind of seems scary. But if you look at his face, does he look scary or does he look scared? Ooh, he looks scared actually. He looks like he might be actually scared of the little girl. That's interesting. She's a lot smaller than him, but he looks scared of her. I wonder what the author wants us to learn from this. Oh my gosh. So I chased it. Then I lassoed it. It was hugging my bear as hard as it could. Oh my goodness, that thing looks so scared. Oh man. Man, he's kind of like a bully, but he's scared. So do you think maybe bullies sometimes get scared? And is she scared of anything? She's being so brave right now. Why do you think he's hugging onto that teddy bear? If he's scared, why do you think that the number one thing he's doing is squeezing that teddy bear? I feel like if I was being chased, I'd probably drop the teddy bear and run. But he's like squeezing on, holding onto that teddy bear. I wonder why. Be careful, Nightmare, I said. Or you'll rip my bear. I tried to get my bear back, but it wouldn't let go. I feel like he thinks he, look at it, look at his face. I feel like he thinks he needs that bear. What do you think he might need the bear for? I know my son, I'm actually in my son's room right now, and his bed's right here. And in his bed are two bears that he likes to sleep with, and he has to have them in there. I wonder if he thinks he has to have them because it makes him feel safe. So I pulled it down the hall to my parents' room. Oh, she's gonna go tell her mom and dad. Still holding on to that bear. Wait, look at him. He looks like a big toddler to me. He's holding that bear. He's trying to suck his thumb even. I'm starting to feel a little bad for the big monster. I flipped on the lights to show them the nightmare I captured. I'm sure they would be amazed. Okay, what do you think is going to happen? She's pointing out the nightmare. Do you think the parents are going to see the nightmare, or do you think the nightmare will be gone? I kind of think that she'll point out the nightmare and it will be gone. But I don't know, my prediction could be wrong. But nightmares are very tricky and sometimes they just slip away. He was gone. My prediction was correct that time. I wonder where he went. He seemed kind of scared and he kind of looked sleepy. He was trying to like suck his thumb and he was squeezing that bear tight. I wonder where he might be going. Oh, I'll just have to get my bear back tomorrow. He went to sleep with the bear. I think it's like his little lovey that he has to sleep with. You know, we have some of those in this bed right over here that we have to have in the bed all the time because otherwise my son will not sleep. Okay, so I want you guys to think about when we made predictions. A prediction is sort of a guess, but it's based on lots of clues. And we made some predictions, and sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. That's just perfectly fine. That's the way it works sometimes. I want you guys to think about the narrator. Remember, the narrator is a person who's telling the story. And we found out actually really fast that the narrator is the little girl because it said I and we, so we knew it was a little girl. I also want you guys to think about the author's message. What is the author trying to teach us? And I know that there's kind of, the monster's kind of like a version of a bully. And it turns out the bully was actually scared too. So that's something that maybe bullies can also be scared. Or that just because you're big doesn't mean that you're brave, but just because you're little doesn't mean you're not brave, because she was little and she was brave and he was big and he was not brave. So I'm wondering if maybe it's trying to teach us about that too. Oftentimes there are lots of author's messages in text. All right, I'll see you guys next time.